everybody a chance to tap in with the kid before we start building on the subject matter for the day. I got about a good 35 minutes before my next client comes in. I had a little bit of positivity that I wanted to try to spread this beautiful morning, man. So I'm gonna give everybody a chance to tap in with the kid. Hopefully this Friday is treating y'all well thus far. Just got some positivity that I want to spread, man. That's about it, man. So how y'all living? How y'all feeling? What's the word? Like I said, we got about 35 minutes. So we don't have too long, but that's enough time, man, for the effective positive message, man. So again, how y'all living? How y'all holding up out here, man? What's the word? Talk to me before I start talking to y'all. Y'all know how this build is gonna go, man. We talking about why you shouldn't set goals and you should focus on setting your mentality instead. That's the topic. That's the sermon for the day. Don't set goals, set the mentality. That's the topic for the day, man. So what's the word? How y'all feeling? How this Friday treating y'all? Like I said, man, I was talking on Facebook. Positivity is contagious. So a lot of times we focus on the negative energy being contagious. We got to make sure we spread that positivity too. That positive energy is just as contagious as the negative energy. You know what I'm saying? So embrace the positivity, man. Surround yourself with more positive people. Place yourself in more positive environments because that positivity is contagious. Just like we like to talk about viruses and things like that that are contagious, like health is contagious. And when you place yourself in a healthy environment, it's going to rub off on you. When you place yourself around healthy people, those habits will rub off on you. You know what I'm saying? So your environment is everything, man. Your environment is everything. Mr. Barbados, peace, what's happening for sure? Bathing Soul, peace, what's the word? Chris, peace, what's happening? So Debonair 3 times, what's the word? What's the word? But yeah, man, when I was studying Buddhism and things like that, man, when I was just studying the Zen philosophies and the Zen mindset, Beats by Bless Zone Out, what's happening? When I was studying all these things, man, that's when I came across the conclusion to just stop setting goals. You know, in the westernized world, that may sound like something that's in total opposition to what we have been taught because we are in a goal-setting community as far as the Western world goes, man. You know, they encourage us to set goals here in the wilderness of North America. So when somebody comes along and say, nah, you shouldn't set goals, everybody in America is looking at that person like they strange. But I don't live by the set goal philosophy. Like I was never one of those ones to set goals. I'm more so focused on planting the proper seeds in my mind. So when you plant the proper seeds in your mind, everything will unfold according to the seeds that you plant, as I always talk about. So that's always been my focus. I don't necessarily have a calendar and all these things where I have a bunch of goals on that calendar. No, I just plant the proper seeds. I do my affirmations. I speak the positive things into existence. I'm going to listen to some positive music. Like I'm going to do things like that, man. I'm just cultivating the right mindset. And when you cultivate the right mindset, everything that you need in life, you will manifest it just off of planting the proper seeds and cultivating the right mindset. So I don't need to set these goals, man, because again, if you plant the proper seeds, you're going to do exactly what you need to do in order to manifest the life that you want to manifest. Sweet Tea, peace, what's happening? And Chris for sure, you know what I'm saying? And that's why it's what I focus on. Just being, you know what I'm saying? Just being and doing, you know what I'm saying? Being the right person and doing the right things. Being a righteous person and doing righteous things. Like that's all I focus on, making it effortless, man. So just creating better habits because that's what it's all about. Even if you got a goal, like in order to reach the goal, there are certain habits that you have to form. So if you got a health and fitness goal, in order for you to reach the health and fitness goals, your habits gonna have to change. So if you just focus on creating better habits, the goal don't even matter because you're going to automatically reach the goal once you change the habits up. So just focus on creating better habits. If weight loss is a goal, listen, don't focus on I want to lose 30 pounds in 3 months. Just say, all right, weight loss is my goal. Then focus on changing your lifestyle, changing up your habits. I need to stop eating X, Y, and Z. I need to drink more water. I need to exercise. Focus on those things. That's creating that lifestyle. That's the most important thing to focus on. Or those are the most important things to focus on. So I don't waste time focusing on the goal, man, because what happens is a lot of times people set these goals, then they don't reach the goal, and then they all depressed and whatnot because they was attached to this outcome. So I'm not necessarily concerning myself with a goal. I need to do this in 30 days. Nah, if I focus on changing up my habits and creating healthier habits or creating better habits and destroying the bad habits, everything that I need, I'm manifest it. I'm gonna reach it just by changing the habits. And I've been living by that for about, I'd say about 7 to 8 years. I've been living by that philosophy. Just change up the habits, man. Change up your ways and actions. Make sure your ways and actions are in alignment with your words and your thoughts, and keep it pushing. So debonair, for sure, man. The intentions are everything. Intentions are everything. I talk about that a lot, man. Your intentions behind your actions, your intentions behind your words and your thoughts. All of that. That's that emotion. You know what I'm saying? Those are those emotions, man. When you striving to manifest something, you gotta have emotion behind it. You know what I'm saying? When you visualizing something, you gotta have the emotion behind it in order for you to truly manifest it. Chris, for sure. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? Just focus on those habits. Whatever you think your goal is, the most important thing in order for you to reach the goal is going to be the habits that get you there, the process. You know what I'm saying? Embrace that process. Montel, peace, what's happening? So I've never been one to set goals. I tried it a few times, but it felt so unnatural to me. Like it didn't feel like I was being true to myself by jotting these goals down. I was like, you know what, man, I'm just going to focus on my mentality. I'm going to focus on the mentality. Shantae, Peach Queen, what's happening? So I'm all about the mentality, planting the proper seeds in the mind, doing what's right and exact, being righteous, being positive. That's more so what I'm focused on. Because at the end of the day, as I talked about in detachment, when it comes to the art of detachment, at the end of the day, if I set a goal, the way I'm wired, if I reach the goal, cool. If I don't reach the goal, it's still cool. So I don't necessarily care to, you know what I'm saying, jot goals down. Like, I don't care to do that. I don't care to do that, man. I just care to be a peaceful, centered, balanced, positive, and powerful person on a day-to-day basis. And I'm always striving to be a better version of myself. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. And that's all that it's about. That's all that it's about. Oh, Chris, a lot of times goals increase anxiety with people. Yeah, a lot of times those goals increase anxiety. Increase that anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I gotta lose 30 pounds in 3 months, and then you 2 months in and you done lost 5, and you start getting depressed, and that anxiety starts to go crazy. Opposed to if you just focus on creating the better habits, like naturally the weight gonna fall off when it's time for it to fall off. So I'm all about the lifestyle. I tell all my clients that it's a lifestyle change. I don't really care about having you lose this amount of weight in this amount of days. I care more so about you changing your lifestyle for the rest of your life. Clocks in, peace, what's happening, my brother? But yeah, I care about what you do for the rest of your life. Not how many pounds you can shed in 3 months or 4 months or 5 months. Like, I don't care anything about that. I care about you creating an entirely new mindset or approach to life. Like, that's what I'm on. That's when you really start to see changes. And that's when the changes stick. You know, a lot of times reaching the goal, that's not necessarily the hardest part. The hardest part is maintaining. And the maintaining revolves around a lifestyle. So you might as well get ahead of that by changing up the lifestyle. See, that's one of the reasons why surgeries and things like that are so big, because people have these goals. They don't care anything about changing up their lifestyle. They just want to look a certain type of way. They don't care anything about how they feel. They don't care anything about creating better habits for not only themselves, but for their children and their children's children. They just have this goal of looking a certain type of way, and they don't care how they reach that goal as long as it is met or reached. So they're like, I'm going to go ahead and get this surgery because I want to look like this. They don't care anything about cultivating a healthier lifestyle. They don't care anything about creating healthier habits. They don't care anything about that. They just want their butt to be bigger. So let me go ahead and get this surgery. Oh, they want to get rid of this stomach, but they don't want to do the work. So let me go ahead and get this surgery. That's all they care about. Chris, for sure, man. I used to do that early on, but I still do it from time to time. The online sessions, most definitely. Shantae, exactly. Get the surgery and still be insecure. And that's why I tell people, it's way better to reach your fitness goals organically. And I say that because of what Shantae said. When you reach it organically, it's a confidence builder. So that right there destroys your insecurity. When you know you built your body organically by putting in work, maintaining the discipline, things along those lines, it gets rid of the insecurity. It builds up your self-esteem and your confidence. Because I did this. I went to the gym. I changed the way that I was eating. I put in the work. I was disciplined. You know, like that's what it is. Getting that body organically, man, it's way better. It's a way better feeling. When I played college ball, when I played college football, I was playing with a lot of white dudes, and a lot of them were juiced up. A lot of them was on some steroids, performance enhancement drugs. I wasn't. I was 100% natural. You know what I'm saying? So it felt that much better when I was in the weight room lifting the same amount of weight as they were lifting while on absolutely nothing. Felt better. Whole while they were disappointed when they couldn't lift a certain amount of weight. Or when they see somebody like me, the smallest dude in the room, lifting 20, 30 pounds more than them. And they juiced up. It made them mad. They're like, man, I'm taking all these performance enhancement drugs and things like that, and I still could barely lift more than this little dude. Like, they couldn't take that. Me, I'm feeling good because I built up everything naturally and organically. I wasn't taking anything. It builds the confidence. It builds the self-esteem. When you do things the natural and the organic route, or take the natural and organic route, feels a lot better in regards to your confidence and your self-esteem. People go run and get the surgery. It does nothing for your self-esteem, nothing for your confidence, nothing for your insecurity. Because deep down, you know you paid for this body. You know you didn't put in the proper work to get this body. Deep down inside. And you can't run from that. Jay Green, B, peace, what's happening? Shantae, for sure, this is a very different perspective. Like I said, in the Western world, we used to setting goals. But I just say, set the proper mentality. Plant the proper seed, because like I said, even when you set goals, so even when you have a goal, there is a formula. There is a formula that you must follow in order to reach the goal. Meaning there are habits that you must form in order to reach the goal. All I'm saying is focus on those habits, focus on the process. Focus on being the person that you want to be. So whatever the goal is, all you got to do is focus on being that person that has already accomplished the goal. So you don't even need to set it. Whatever your goal is. If your goal is to make $20,000 more dollars in 3 months, all you got to do is focus on being that person. You don't have to set the goal. Just focus on being that person, living out that reality. They say live like you have already accomplished it. So you don't even have to set the goal. The goal is already accomplished before you even set it. All you got to do is live as if that's the reality. That's it. So you don't even need to set it. Whatever your goal is already accomplished. That's the mentality that I'm talking about. That's the approach that I'm talking about. Live as if it's already accomplished, because it already is. Like I said, the only thing that you can control is your perception. Your perception is power. So again, whatever your goal is, it's already accomplished. Tell yourself that. Therefore, you don't even need to set it, because it's already accomplished. Just live it out. And that right there is cultivating a different mentality. And that's what I'm saying focus on. So it's a different perspective, because we used to setting goals, but all I'm saying is focus on the formula, the process, the habits. Mark, peace, what's happening? Yeah, Chris, we could definitely tap in. Definitely tap in. And yeah, Chris, for sure, definitely go with that gut. Because at the end of the day, they say the gut is the second brain, man. The gut knows what's right and exact. That gut be right 99% of the time. That gut is right. And then, like I said, with most goals that we have, we already know what we need to do in order to reach it. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to most goals, we already know what we need to do in order to reach it. We already know. We already know. We already know what we need to do in order to reach it. Just do the things that you know you need to do. That's what I'm saying focus on. When you focus on the process, everything will get done when it's time for it to get done. Everything will get accomplished when it's time for it to get accomplished. You know, so I don't overly obsess on setting goals. I don't focus on goals. All I do is focus on just self-improvement, self-development, formula, processes, habits. Like those are the things that I focus on. Terenzo, what's happening, brother? Like that's literally what I focus on. You know what I'm saying? Just living as if I've already accomplished all of these goals. That's how you really accomplish them. So it's all about your ways and actions. It's all about how you're living on a day-to-day basis. That's the most important thing. A lot of times, like I said, setting the goals creates that anxiety because you start looking too far into the future. You start looking too far into that future and you start stressing about these goals, about these deadlines. Relax. Relax. That's why I tell a lot of people, relax. It's going to get done. Relax. You know what I'm saying? Just learn to relax. Don't stress. Don't stress about the future. Don't do that. Just relax. Just relax. A lot of people don't know how to relax. And a lot of times people set these goals that taps in. Like I said, like we said, it taps into that anxiety. And that creates that imbalance, man, because you overly focused 5 months from now. You set a goal 5 months from now. Now you just keep focusing on this goal that you set 5 months from now. And that's taken away from like the energy that you need to be expending towards the here and now. Jason, peace, what's happening? What's the word? Yeah, Chris, for sure. And then also with goals too, everything don't go as planned. You know, so a lot of times, man, it's like people don't, like you gotta weigh the pros and cons. There are a lot of cons to goal setting that people don't necessarily like focus on. Because when you set that goal, you gotta understand that one thing about life, life is a little bit unpredictable outside of your perception. When it comes to events happening in your life, things can become unpredictable or things can be unpredictable. You know, so there are things that can derail your goals. And when this happens, like I said, a lot of people, because we talked about the root cause of suffering and misery is attachment. When you setting goals, you attach to this goal, you attach to this outcome. So if something happens to derail your goal, like to derail the outcome, you are going to feel miserable. You are going to feel some type of way negatively because you are attached to this goal. You have set it in your mind that this must happen by this time. And if it doesn't, you're going to feel some type of way. Because again, the root cause of all suffering is attachment. When you set a goal, you are now attached to this outcome. You must accomplish this by this date. If you do not, there will be a problem. And again, that's the suffering that we talk about. That's the suffering that we talk about. So in order to dodge that suffering, eliminate the goal. Just focus on being the person that you need to be. That should be the focus. That should be the concentration. Mark is easy. Just be the person that you need to be. Like, just focus on being a better person. Just focus on being a righteous person. Just focus on being a positive person. Just focus on being a powerful person. When you focus on these, when you just live according to that law, you always moving forward at that point. If you just be positive, righteous, and healthy every day, you moving forward every day. Without setting one goal, all you doing, you making healthier decisions. You making positive decisions. You making powerful decisions. You thinking positively. You thinking healthy thoughts. You thinking powerful thoughts. That's all you got to do on a day-to-day basis. And everything will align according to your mindset. So if your mindset is healthy, if your mindset is powerful, if your mindset is positive, everything in your life will be a reflection of that mentality. Everything will unfold according to that mentality. Without you having to set one goal, I bet you will manifest everything that you need in life by just having that approach. Because a lot of times we don't understand it. See, sometimes we set goals for ourselves and we think that this goal is what we need in life. It really might not be what we need in life. Hence why sometimes we reach some of the goals that we set and we're not fulfilled. We're not fulfilled. So again, when you plant the proper seeds, life is going to unfold how you need it to unfold, not how you want it to unfold, and not how you think it should unfold. You know, so I plant the proper seeds and everything unfolds according to those seeds that I plant. And life is beautiful. Life is beautiful that way. You know what I'm saying? Life is beautiful. Plant them proper seeds and everything is all good. You know what I'm saying? There's order in chaos, man. People don't understand that. People don't understand that it's order and chaos. You know what I'm saying? We do not understand there's a lot of order and chaos. It's a method to the madness. It's a method in the madness. So you just gotta trust yourself. You gotta trust yourself, man. Like I said, if y'all give me one goal, man, I'm gonna tell you how easy it will be to manifest that without you even having to really set the goal. By just living your life the correct way, I guarantee you every goal that you think that you need to set, I guarantee you if you just focus on creating better habits, like you're going to naturally reach those goals. A lot of people have the goal to increase their finances, like increase their income. Just listen to what I'm saying. If you just focus on changing up your habits, that's naturally going to happen for you anyway. I mean, if you do the proper affirmations, if you think the proper thoughts, like you're naturally going to see an increase in your income because you're going to become more powerful as a person mentally. So you're naturally going to manifest that. If you got a goal to be healthier, if you just think healthy thoughts, there's no need to set that goal. It's naturally going to happen for you. Because again, like I said, even when you set the goal, there are certain habits. There are certain habits that you must have in order to reach the goal. So why not just focus on that part of it? Passage of my life for sure. Hey, Shantae, a lot of dudes I know actually be setting goals. You know, they be out here goal setting, especially like in the corporate world. I feel like it's more so a Western thing in regards to goal setting. I feel like in America, like we are in a corporate culture. The corporate culture encourages you to set goals. And again, I'm not saying anything is wrong with goal setting. All I'm saying is focus on what you need to do in order to reach the goal in the first place. And when you focus on that, really be no need to set the goal. But I feel like it's just a corporate culture. Every culture operates differently. Like when I was reading this book, the Joy DeGrasse book, Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome, and she just talked about, you know, how different cultures operate. And she utilized the example of time. And she talked about, well, in Western America, like we focus on being prompt. You know, so if we have a meeting in America and that meeting is set for 9, like we expect for everybody to be there on time, be there at 9 o'clock sharp. We supposed to start this meeting. We can't stand when folks are late. That's the corporate culture here in America. Where she was talking about a meeting that she went to in Africa, in some part of Africa, where like time didn't even matter. Like they was like a meeting started at 9 o'clock. It wasn't a such thing as being late. When you got there, you got there. When you arrived, you arrived. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was mad that a person was late. Like they were not clean. They were not bent on people being prompt. As long as you arrived, it was all good. So it's just different cultures. And I feel like goal setting is something that's like part of our corporate culture in America. I feel like a lot of other cultures, they don't necessarily operate like this. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like they set goals. I don't feel like it's that big on their agenda to set goals. I feel like that's something that's just kind of that kind of revolves around a Western culture. Chris, for sure, you said there's a mathematical formula that shows order and chaos. For sure, 100%. Alonzo, peace, what's happening? Passage of my life. My uncle always told, within you is the true you. For sure. Look within. Ananias, peace, what's happening? But yeah, man, like I said, I think it's something that, yeah, nice, set them intentions. Yeah, I feel like it's something that is pretty much westernized. Now, I know other cultures set goals and whatnot, but I definitely in America, like that's something that we swear by, goal setting. And we feel like, a lot of people feel like that's the only way when it comes to just manifesting things or, you know what I'm saying, just accomplishing things in life. People think the only way to truly do it, write things down on paper, set goals. Like there are other ways to go about it. And a lot of times when you start building on these other ways, a lot of people looking at you like, what you mean don't set no goal? Like, nah, that's the only way that we can accomplish things in life. No, there's other ways to do it. There are plenty of people out here that live by the philosophy of not setting goals and more so just focusing on the mentality, focusing on the process, focusing on the habits. Oh, nice, for sure, for sure. I say, that's why I spend most of my time alone, is to think. Yeah, for sure. For sure, yeah, you gotta think, man. You know what I'm saying? Gotta think. Everything starts with the thought. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start with the thought, then you got the word, then you got the actions. That's the Holy Trinity right there when it comes to manifestation. You know what I'm saying? The thought, the word, the action. The action is the work that you must put in. It's the person that you must be. It's the things that you must do in order to accomplish whatever it is you need to accomplish in life. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think it, you know what I'm saying? Speak it, then you got to be it. It's really kind of that simple. Think it, speak it, be it, do it. Oh, Shantae, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Now there's definitely power in writing it out. Yeah, definitely power in writing it out, for sure. 100%. And like they even say, even with manifestation, they say write it as if you've already accomplished it. Like when you study in manifestation, that's one of the things that they swear by. Write it out as if you've already accomplished it. So they tell you, don't say I will do X, Y, and Z. They say I have done it. Like I lost 40 pounds in 3 months. So they tell you right now to speak it as if you've already done it. So when you study in manifestations, that's one of the that's one of the things that they tell you to do. Even when you're writing it out, they tell you to write it out as if you've already did it. So they never say, I will lose 40 pounds. It's like, nah, I lost 40 pounds in 4 months. So you already, you know what I'm saying? You speaking it as if it's already done. Like speak it as if it's already done. But first, like I said, you got to think it. So you got to think like it's already accomplished. Then you got to speak it as if it's already done. And then you got to live as if it's already happened. So living as if it's already happened, it goes back to the habits. So in order for you to live like it didn't already happen, you got to change up the habits. So that's the work that you must put in. So again, if you say, all right, my goal, I got to lose 40 pounds. So you're going to think it as if it's already happened. I lost 40 pounds in 4 months. So you think it, it's already happened. All right, now you write it out or you speak it as if it's already happened. All right, so I lost 40 pounds in 4 months. Now you got to live like a person that then already lost the 40 pounds. How would a person that then already lost the 40 pounds and they maintaining it, how would they eat? How would they work out? You know what I'm saying? Like you start doing things like that, buying the clothes as if you've already lost the 40. Things along those lines. So now you shopping as if you are a person 40 pounds lighter. That's a manifestation too. Which again, you living as if it's already been accomplished. Like that's a very powerful tool for manifestation. Whether you're writing it, whether you're thinking it, whether you're being it, doing it, living it, whatever the case, it's already done. All right, whatever goal you got, I'm telling you, it's already done. It's already done. Like let me know what your goal is. I guarantee I'm gonna tell you it's already done. You already accomplished it. It already happened. It's already happened. So that's why I'm rarely stressed in life, because like I said, I live as if all these goals, you know what I'm saying, all the things that I know I need to accomplish in life, like I'm living that reality already. So what's the point of me stressing? Oh, so debonair, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know about that book. I know about that Russell Simmons joint, Super Rich, for sure. Tapped into that book long time ago, but yeah, I know about that book. But nice, there you go. You know what I'm saying? I healed from MS. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's already gone. It's already gone. All you gotta do is keep speaking it. Keep speaking it like that. That's when you're gonna really start seeing the power of the thoughts, the power of the mind, the power of perception. Like, that's when you really start tapping into that power. Mellow Bob, peace, what's happening? But yeah, man, that's everything in life, because one thing that I realized, and again, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, people function differently. But one thing that I realized, which, you know what I'm saying, when I would try to set the goals, one thing about setting goals for me, when I used to write things down and say like a planner, I realized one thing about myself at that time. I was like, Dad, man, when you write stuff down in this planner, you got to look at this planner. And a lot of neglecting it. So I was like, man, you know what? Let me try another approach here. You know what I'm saying? So all the things that I knew I needed to do, like I just started doing those things. You know what I'm saying? Like working out. Like this ain't like I'm not gonna ride. I just get up and I do it. You know, I make it's second nature. Just think about, like, listen, just think about the things that you do that you don't necessarily have to write out. Just think about it. Brushing your teeth, washing your face, taking a shower. Some people might have to jot these things down. Some people may forget to take showers and baths and wash up. I don't know. But I feel like these should be things that we don't have to think about doing. Brushing your teeth, taking a shower, like cleaning yourself, eating, things along these lines. You don't have to write those things down. You don't have to jot these things down. So just think about the person that you want to become in life. That's how you got to start doing your habits. That's how you got to start doing healthier habits. Make it second nature, like it's brushing your teeth, like it's going to sleep. Something that you have to do. That's how you got to start viewing these things. And when you start viewing these better habits like that, game changer. When you start viewing eating healthy like it's brushing your teeth, game gonna change for you. When you start viewing positive thinking like it's taking a bath, something that I need to do, game changer. When you start viewing exercising like it's, man, listen, like it's brushing your teeth, I gotta do this. Game changer. Game changer. A lot of times, and I'm not saying this is for everybody, a lot of times certain things we jot down and it starts to become like a chore to us. Like, dang, man, I got to do this because make these things second nature. If you got to start out by writing them down, cool. But it should always get to a point where these habits, second nature. It's like breathing, something you ain't even got to think about. You just wake up and it's like, man, I'm gonna exercise today. I'm gonna eat my fruits and veggies today. Like I ain't even thinking about it. I'm just doing it. Like I just get up and I just start doing these things that need to be done. Like that's where you want to get to. Like Bruce Lee called it the effortless effort. You know what I'm saying? When I studied that perspective, I said that's a game changer. The effortless effort. Now, of course, he was talking about martial arts and things along those lines. But Bruce Lee also applied it to life. The effortless effort. That's how everything should be in your life, to where you don't have to think about it. It's an automatic motion. Automatic. The wife is in the building. Y'all say peace to the wife. So everything that you need to do on a day-to-day basis should be automatic. It shouldn't feel like a chore. It shouldn't feel like it shouldn't feel like that. It should be automatic. You ain't even thinking about doing it. And that comes with repetition, putting your hours in. So again, whatever the person that you want to become in life, What is the process? What's the formula? What are the habits that you must develop in order to become this person? Think about that. Think about that. What are the habits that you must develop in order to become the person that you're striving to become? What are the habits? That's what you focus on. When you focus on developing these habits to where they become second nature, it's inevitable that you become this person. So like, focus on those habits. Focus on those habits. Again, like I said, man, if you wake up, listen, and you automatically eating healthier foods, if you automatically thinking healthier thoughts and positive thoughts, if you automatically just taking care of your body, if these things are automatic to where you don't have to think about it, man, life is going to be beautiful for you. I mean, how can life be destructive for you with all those things I just mentioned? How can life be destructive when every day you wake up and do what's right and exact and do what's righteous and do what's positive and you have a positive perception towards everything that happens to you? How can life unfold in a negative way? You exercising your power. Chris, for sure, I broke that down in a previous video, which is why they say a lot of heart attacks happen in the morning, because that's when you most dehydrated. So it's best to drink some more. It's best to drink some water upon awakening, because that's when the body is most dehydrated. Hence why a lot of heart attacks happen in the morning, because that's when people are most dehydrated. So you need to make sure you get that water in first thing in the morning. As soon as you wake up, you need to go right for the water, because that's when the body is more dehydrated. If you are to have a heart attack, you are more likely to have that heart attack in the morning. Mahogany Sins, for sure. The book I got, The Miracle Morning Millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Setting the tone for your morning. You control your morning, you control the day. Control your morning, you control your day. And that's why I say it should be automatic. You know what I'm saying? It should be automatic. It shouldn't be something that's forced. Like, it should be automatic. Like, you should automatically just wake up, I'm thinking positively. I'm automatically waking up and I'm reading something that's positive. I'm automatically waking up and I'm drinking water. Like, automatic. You know what I'm saying? Effortless effort. Like, you shouldn't have to put much effort into these things. And a lot of times, that's when people start to fail. It's that effort, like feeling like they got to put too much effort towards things. Body don't like to do that. That's why the body is the prime example of working smarter, not harder. That's why that's why we don't have to think about things like breathing, brushing our teeth. Like, the body likes to make a habit out of things. So we just got to apply this to everything in life. The body is going to strive to make it happen. That's why we have a lot of bad habits that's hard for us to break. Because if we do things enough times, the body say, okay, you must like doing this, so therefore I'm going to make it a habit. So you're not going to think about it. So that's why a lot of people can't break the habit of eating toxic foods. You done ate this garbage food for so long, your body is like, okay, I guess this is what you like. So we're going to make this a habit. So then when it's time for you to eat healthy, it's like, dang, it's hard to do. Because your body done made it a habit. Your body don't want to be thinking all the time, because that requires too much effort. Your body want to make it easier for you. So your body pays attention to it pays attention to what you do repeatedly. So that's why I say it's important to think positively, repeatedly. Repetition is king. You know what I'm saying? Your body, your subconscious mind, all of that is paying attention to what you do on a day-to-day basis. If you continue to think negative thoughts on a day-to-day basis, your mind is like, all right, okay, cool. We just like to think negatively. That's what we like to do. So we ain't gonna put much energy and effort to it. When you wake up, your mind gonna go straight to that negative thought, because your body done processed it. Every time we wake up in the morning, we complain. So that's what we gonna do. It's gonna be natural. It's gonna be automatic. Repetition is king. So we gotta focus on forming better habits. Like, that's what the body gonna do it anyway. So we gotta be intentional about it. Your body gonna make these habits anyway, whether you consciously do it or not. Your body is paying attention to how you move and how you function, and it's gonna create a habit off of what you do repeatedly. So your body gonna do it anyway. Your body don't care nothing about that. Your body gonna do that anyway. So why not be conscious and mindful about it? Why not be intentional? Mahogany, and for me, like I ain't even gonna lie to you, Mahogany, you say it gets to a point if you miss something in your routine, you don't feel right. And that's why like I like the anxiety for me, that's why, and again, we all function differently. That's one of the reasons why goal setting wasn't my thing. Because the anxiety, man, like if I ain't, you know what I'm saying, if something goes off, like it throws my whole routine off. So I just start, like it just throws my mood off, energy off, everything. And I felt like I was lacking control at that particular point. Instead of me having control over the situation, like the goals and all that, like it had control over me. So I had to control the perception. You know what I'm saying? And I just focused on the habits and things along those lines to the point where even if things didn't go according to some plan, I was able to bounce back because I was able to shift the perception. It's like, Dad, man, I forgot to drink water this morning. All right, whatever. Opposed to if I wrote it down and I was like, all right, drink water here, drink water at this time, drink water at this time, eat fruits. And then if I don't do it, then it's like I feel bad for the rest of the day. I like, dang, man, I ain't drink my water. I ain't eat my fruits at 12 o'clock. I'd have failed in life. You know what I'm saying? So it like that part of it was messing me up. You know, so I was like, hold on, man, I gotta take another approach, man, because I'm overly focusing on this. And if I don't follow this to a T, I'm the type of person that's gonna feel a certain type of way. So I was like, nah, man, let me just focus on just creating these better habits, changing my perception. You know, so when I focus more so on the perception and the perspective and the mentality, that's when everything started to flow better for me. Like this gym I got. Did not plan for this to happen this way. It just unfolded once I started to shift my mentality. I didn't have no 2-3 year plan. I didn't write it down and say, man, I'm gonna start my own gym in 2020 during a pandemic. No, that was far from my plans. I was not planning to do this. So I'm a prime example of things not going according to some plan that I set. Like I was not. If anything, I was like, man, I'm probably going to have to get me a gym or a library, which was my 2 goals. I'm like, man, I'm probably going to have to get those in about 5-10 years. Like, I was thinking 5-10 years from now. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, nah, you know what? I changed my mentality. I started to focus more on fitness. I started to focus more on health. I started to focus more on that aspect. And everything just unfolded. Man, I found the perfect space. Man, like the situation at the job I was at was perfect. It allowed me to do everything that I needed to do in order to get this space. So it was like, once I changed up my habits, man, I'm telling you, everything unfolded for me. Everything. Man, this gym was not in my plans at all. It was not close to being in my plans. It just unfolded. Once I started to change up my mentality and my focus, I said, you know what, man, I'm not out here acting like I'm a personal trainer full time. Like I'm not acting like that's what I do and that's what I'm passionate about. I just started to act like I was passionate about it. Or not even act. I just started to live out that reality. Like this is my passion. This is what I want to do. Once I did that, everything unfolded for me. Everything unfolded. I'm telling you. Like if you would have talked to me in 2019 and asked me what my goals were for like the next 3 to 5 years, man, it would have been totally different than what I'm actually doing right now. Like it wouldn't have been anywhere near close to saying I'm gonna have my own gym and it's gonna be thriving. I'm gonna have enough clients and I'm gonna be on YouTube. Like I wasn't thinking about doing any of this. Like it just is crazy. Like I wasn't planning on doing any of this. Yeah, Shantae, I didn't even plan to be a trainer either. Like, I didn't plan to do this. I actually graduated college and didn't know what I wanted to do. And I had an interview at a gym and dudes talked to me about becoming a trainer. I ain't know how to do that. I didn't know the process. I thought I had to go back to school. I was like, man, I ain't about to be no trainer, man. I'm gonna have to go back to school to do that. Man, I ain't know I could just get a certification. So literally, like most of the things that I'm doing right now, it was not because I planned to do it. Crazy how, like that's what I'm saying. It's crazy how life unfolds for you. Mahogany, partially, and I'm gonna be real. Another thing that motivated me, the thing that motivated me kind of the most was my grandmother passing. Like literally, like the gym and all that. I did a lot of that after she passed. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was close to my grandmother, so when she passed, I was like, Dad. At the point in where she passed, I felt like I hadn't did anything that I wanted to do. And I felt like, man, if you wanted somebody to see Like, you know what I'm saying? You want your grandmother to see you do some things that you proud of. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking, I'm like, dang, man, all these things that I wanted to do, I hadn't accomplished them yet, and now she gone. So I was like, man, life is too short. So once she passed, man, that was like the motivation that I needed. And I told y'all, when she passed, I had trouble in corporate America going to see her when she was, you know what I'm saying, when she was on, yeah, man, when she was on life support. I wasn't able to get down there because I'm having to argue with this job and whatnot. So all of that just kind of said, man, I was like, nah, man, you know what? I got to shift my focus in life. I don't like being tied down to this corporate structure. I can't even go see my grandmother when she, you know what I'm saying, when she on life support. Like, I ain't liking that. So that right there, man, just created the energy within me to say, man, you know what? You need to go do what you need to do. Forget it, man. Just go ahead and pursue it. Like, that right there was the real, like, motivation and inspiration that I needed. Like, when my grandmother passed, like, that was kind of unexpected. Like, honestly, like, my grandmother was 74 at the time. Like, my grandfather was the one, he's 90 now, but he was pushing 90. And you know what I'm saying, to not to be negative, but we was like kind of getting prepared for him to leave us. You know what I'm saying? So we was focusing on that. Then next thing you know, my granny hit us with the whammy. So it caught us off guard. That was unexpected. So when that happened, I was like, you know what, man, I ain't about to keep playing around with life, man. Life ain't playing around with me. So why would I play around with life? You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to go do all the things that I said I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So that was some big motivation, to be honest, man, because I felt some type of way about that. I was like, Dad, I was like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold on, you weren't supposed to go down at the particular time that you did. Like, we still, you know what I'm saying? You still got a lot of life to live. 74 is young. I don't care what y'all talking about in the Western world. 74, you a young bull to me. You easily got 20 years more to live. You know what I'm saying? Like 74, what that you wasn't supposed to be passing at 74, the way I was viewing it. 74, we like, yeah, she got a lot of life to live. So we wasn't even thinking that. So when it happened, I said, all right, cool. Let me go ahead and do some things. And it was just, you know what I'm saying? It was just the way that it all happened. Again, the way that it happened, like, again, just looking at it, you know, of course, diabetes is a monster, especially if you're not taking care of yourself with it. So it happened, and I'm saying it was unexpected, but considering the circumstances, it's like, man, diabetes, man, you got to be kind of on point, because that can take you down. That can take you down rather quickly. You know, so it happened. It is what it is. But I was like that week, you know what I'm saying, that kind of caught us off guard. Chris, for sure. And I was like, you know what? And that was the part of the game. I was like, nah, man. I was like, hold on, why am I having to ask permission to go see my grandmother on life support? Apparently, it appears as if she's not gonna make it, and I gotta worry about this job. Like, I didn't like that feeling. So I was like, nah, this ain't the life for me. That's when I really realized corporate America wasn't for me. Like, that right there was all that I needed. You know what I'm saying? When that happened, I was like, you know what, we gone. Like, corporate America, let me get up out of here. So I just shifted my mentality. And then it's crazy. It's like, once I changed my mindset, everything started to unfold. Man, when I tell you how everything unfolded, y'all are going to be, because I was actually looking to move. Again, that's what I'm telling you. If you would have been talking to me at that time and asking me what my goals were, I was actually planning to move, like, out of the state. Man, I was looking to live in Las Vegas. I was looking to live in certain parts of California. Like, I was going to take my fitness. I was like, man, I'm finna go to where the weather is nice. I was looking in Texas. Like, I'm like, man, wherever the weather is nice, I'm about to go there. And I'm about to take this fitness thing to the next level. I ain't feel like I could do it here. But my focus was fitness. So I was like, man, let me move to where it's a warmer climate, and I'm about to do my thing. I'm about to go hard. So I was trying to move. You know what I'm saying? I'm applying for places, California, Las Vegas. I'm getting interviews out of state. Next thing you know, pandemic hit. Boom. The job that I was at, I'm talking about, I don't know if anybody else's job was on this type of vibe, but literally the bank where I was at, they was literally allowing us to work for 2 weeks, right? and then we would get 2 weeks off, paid 2 weeks off. And we was doing this for about a few months. So I'm getting 2 weeks off paid. Man, I was able to get on YouTube more. I was able to set up appointments to go view spaces. Man, I'm telling you, that was perfect. I mean, perfect circumstances. Perfect. I had to take advantage of that. And as soon as that process was over, as soon as they said, all right, man, we're going to make y'all come back working full time. We ain't giving y'all 2 weeks on. Guess what I did? Quit. Put in 2 weeks. But man, that was perfect. Everything lined up perfectly for me. Didn't plan for it to happen that way, man, but everything lined up perfectly for me. Everything. Everything lined up perfectly for me, man. That was peace, man, and I took advantage of it. A lot of people ain't take advantage of the time that the pandemic gave. A lot of people had a lot of time during the pandemic, and a lot of people didn't take advantage of it. I took advantage of that time. Pandemic gave me some time. I took advantage of it. I made the best of that time. Literally. Got me a gym, got YouTube cracking. Made the best of my time. A lot of people was out here tripping when it came to the pandemic, man. A lot of people was collecting unemployment and doing absolutely nothing with their time. I took advantage of the time that I was given. Antoinette, Peach Queen, what's happening? Yeah, I took advantage of the time I was given. Bonafide, man, he got to lead that situation. Job, Peach, what's happening? He got to lead that situation. So yeah, man, once that started happening, I was like, yeah, it's not too much longer. I'm about to be going from corporate America, man. So things started lining up. I mean, I found the perfect space for a gym. I mean, it was perfect. Everything was just lining up, man. Everything was lining up when I shifted the mentality. So I was like, man, I'll be a fool to not take advantage of this reality out here. I'll be a fool. And one thing I'm not is a fool. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, I'm about to take advantage of this time. Because I never get time like this again.